I see the curl pattern. Do y'all see it? I'm crazy. Okay, but no, I really love like my little hair growth journey. If y'all didn't know, about last year, sometime I forget the specific date, but I said I was gonna stop cutting my hair because remember I had my hair low, and so I said I was gonna stop doing that and just grow my hair out because whenever life gets like super stressful for me or like really chaotic, I just decide to cut my hair off. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a control thing. I think I looked into the psychology behind it. And so, yeah, but that's neither here nor there. I think it still looks good. Get into the Afrocentric beauty. Get into it. They can't buy this in stores. They can. Not this. Not what I'm saying. Hopefully the ventilation isn't too bad, but I'm kind of liking this aesthetic. Like it's giving like old webcam tees. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's go ahead and get into this video. I have my little handy dandy iPhone here, so let's get into it. Okay, let's just kick it off slow. Question one: what keeps you motivated slash inspired? So the thing that keeps me motivated slash inspired would honestly just be my um drive or like the promise that I feel like I owe my mother to see it through. Everything that she, instilled or started to, create the life of our dreams, I feel as though it's my duty as her son, her only child, who she sacrificed everything for, to just see life through, whatever it may bring, whatever may happen. I just feel as though it's my duty to do that. So yeah, I would say my mom is my biggest motivation and inspiration. Next question. When will we see collaboration on your channel? Honestly, I don't even know. Honestly, I really don't know. Because I want to bring more people like on to the channel and like my friends and stuff like that. Because everybody likes to say like my friends, they say like I'm like the main character. Or like, I'm the it factor, whatever you want to describe. But honestly, I feel as though like they are funny. And I feel like in order to be around me and to be around somebody like me, you have to have like your own like unique personality as well. So I really want to bring in more of my friends and whoever else wants to collab if we have like the same like values and things like that going on with our channel. The energy's there. I wouldn't mind collaborating with people in the future, of course. But yeah, I really do plan to get more of my friends, especially as I'm working on season two, preparing for that of the podcast. You would definitely see a lot more of my friends than people that I have in my life. So yes. Question three: what would be your Met Gala theme of choice? Okay, so when I saw this one, I had to do my little research or whatever. But my Met Gala theme of choice would definitely be because I had to do a little research on some of the themes like um in previous years and stuff like that. So they love and like in America or American society type of theme, like, I guess centered around American culture. And so I have two concepts for that specifically because my thing is, y'all know I'm pro black. Black, black, blackity, black, black, black. And so, everybody loves to benefit and utilize black culture or, I guess style, look wise, profit, everything. Like, honestly, black culture has become the culture, in my opinion. If we really want to do like that dive, we can get into that another day. But honestly, that's what my Met Gala thing would be, inspired by. And so I had American Society, Tales of the Hood. And so, and I used that one because as we know, like rap culture and, just the whole like quote unquote is employers have told me urban urban culture and things like that have influenced the world. And so I feel as though we could take it back if y'all really want to go there. Let's honor some of, the tales of the hood and the things that started in the hood that we now use and utilize today. You get what I'm saying? Just from the nails, the hair, the streetwear, like let's really showcase that. Another one of my things would be in America, emancipation of the culture. And so that would just be like, of course, emancipation, freedom, liberating of the culture, our culture. And so it would just be showcasing black designers and stylists, however they choose to express their art form. Yeah, with of course emphasis on black culture. And then the last one, this is not necessarily black related, but more so with my profession of being a cosmetologist. I would say the art of image would be like my third theme of choice or third name. And it will be the art of image, hair meets fashion. So of course you would have like the fashion aspect, but the hair piece would really have to be like a staple as well. So yes, I think that would be fun, right? Next question, dream person to style. So my dream person to style would definitely be, like we all know I love Nicki, so I would have to put Nicki in there, Nicki Minaj. And I would also love to do Keke Palmer and Alton Mason. Next question, how's the podcast affecting / helping your mental health? So the podcast is definitely affecting my mental health in a positive way. Because just to know that I'm like out there helping people and people are really tuning in to hear my voice and hear what I have to say, like, I just think that speaks volumes. And not that I'm just this big shot or anything like that, but just because, the fact that people even want to hear what I have to say is very empowering to me. And also the fact that, I'm able to just uplift people, and wherever I go, I'm getting good feedback from it. And this was not even something that I really wanted to do. This was just kind of something people have always suggested. I spoke about it in the podcast where like one of my high school teachers told me I should be doing like journalism or broadcasting, like something with news because of my voice. And so I was like, okay, well, media, let me say that. And I'm like, okay, like at the time I wasn't trying to hear that girl. I was like, I'm gonna go run it up in the medical field. That was my thought at the time. But hey, things change. So it has definitely been very positive, a very positive experience, let me say that. And it has been affecting my mental health, helping my mental health, I should say, because it's like I pre-recorded that season before I aired it. So like everything was already like, recorded, and then I was just airing it as, the months and stuff went by. And so just to see like and to know what space I was in when I was recording it, and to see where I am now. Not that I just have life like, everything is just peaches and cream, but to know that I am I've grown so much just from 6 or 7 months ago. And yeah, that's just been very, very enlightening, let me say. And just to see how far you come and to even just hear yourself back. It's like the podcast has also been encouraging to me as well. Like the things that I was talking about in that during the first season, I actually had to really like practice what I preach and take my own advice and really just know that, we create the life that we desire, and we can only do what we can do and control what we can control, and just continue to do the work, spread love, and make God do the rest. So that was pretty long-winded, but hopefully that answered the question. Next question, how has life been treating you? So like I was just speaking on, like life has been rough a little bit, girl. All right, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Life has been rough. Anything that you think can go wrong, know that it has happened to me. Still looking good through it all, but Yes, life was pretty rough. I was going through some trials and, putting this into effect and then this goes wrong and doing this and then getting pushed 10 steps back. It was just, I'll talk about it another day, but life has been treating me good. Let me say that because I count it all joy. And I'm honestly in a better space right now. Everything that I went through, it taught me a lot. It made me stronger. And yeah, next question. Will you continue your stripper journey? Unfortunately, probably not. Like, and if y'all don't know, I used to, well, not used to, but like, I had a pole at my last place, and I would just always like, well, my first apartment, that's when I got my pole. And then, I would just always like I was like the party house. I used to always host and stuff like that. So I would get my girls, my friends, so we come over, we get on the pole, have fun, blase, blase. But I just always wanted to learn how to like, pole work and things like that. And I, of course, P Valley had came out. That's what really made me want to get a pole. I'm like, I want to try that. I want, it was just fun. So it was just a fun like little hobby. And I got pretty good at it, but to actually be on the pole, I don't think so. I used to say when I was like in sixth grade because I was always known for my body and like my butt, honestly. And so it was just like if all else fails, like I was gonna hit the pole. So I was practicing in case that ever happened. But no, I won't be continuing my stripper journey. I'm sorry. Too classy. Next question. Love life. Any relationship goals? So I don't have a love life right now. I'm honestly just focusing on myself, just to be honest with you. Like I don't know what life may bring, but hey, it hasn't brought me anything right now. Like I have like, dated and tried to get to know people here and there. It's been, you know, over the past 2 years, whatever, but it don't really go anywhere. People are just people, and I'm too good of a person to really like just be dealing with people like that. Like, so I just let them do them, and I just don't. So it's like if it was up to other people, I'm pretty sure I would be in a whole bunch of situationships, but I don't have time for that. Like, I'm too grown, and it's other stuff to be focused on than a relationship that's not even beneficial. Anyways, hope that answers your question. But yeah, relationship goals. I just want to be in a better relationship with myself and God. Honestly. That those are my goals. Clock it. Favorite hairstyle. So my favorite hairstyle would definitely have to be curls for the girls. I love curls and a middle part. Like anything curl middle part, you have me. I don't care if it's a bob, long, pink, blue, black, blonde, like anything curly in a middle part, 40 inches, girl, I don't care. Middle party and put some curls in there. And you won me over. But no, and I also love bone straight, just like simple sleek, love that. I love a good classy updo, and I love a bob. I love a bob. Right. Oh, and I can't forget, I love a good high pony, a good little classy high pony girl. Can never do you. Next question. Where would you want your current life to lead you? Oh, that is such a good question. So I would want my current life to lead me into prosperity, continuous prosperity, abundance, safety, security, you know, financial like prosperity, just tenfold. Like I just really want a peaceful and abundant life, honestly. Like, I want my career to be thriving. I want to just be living the life of my dreams, honestly. I want to be in good health. I want to have good people around me. And I want to be able to just make memories, good memories, without the stresses or the worries of life. You know what I'm saying? I know there's always going to be problems, but just to just be in a positive and healthy like headspace and just place in my life, honestly. Like I said, security, um, wealth opportunities, love, and abundance. Honestly, and it's really I'm very simple, so that's pretty much it. It's kind of broad, but it's really not when you think about it. Next question: who influences your fashion inspo? So who influences my fashion? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think I spoke about this on the podcast too. The Claremont twins, when they were like on BGC, their season like season 14 or whatever, they really got me into like really like just taking my fashion to the next level. Just how they presented themselves, how they carried themselves. Like that's what really kind of like lit the bulb in me, so to speak. Because I was always known for dressing like I was always, that kid growing up. But when I started watching them, or on their season, it really just made me want to like really dive a little bit deeper and take my fashion and my sense of style to another level. And there's still some people who I, kind of admire their fashion. Not kind of, I do. I like their looks and stuff like that. So yeah, I still enjoy their fashions to this day and the things that they put together. Who else? I love Alton Mason, even though he's a model. Just how I get inspiration just by seeing his looks and just his work and things like that. Who else? Law Roach, gotta give it to Law. He styles the girls down. Who else? There's a lady on Instagram that I follow, Alicia Pettit. I think that's her name. I love her sense of style. Who else? Yeah, don't give me the line. What is his name? It's like it's French, I do believe. I love a more like classy, sophisticated type of sense of style, I should say, fashion. And one of my friends told me that too. Like we were speaking on fashion, I was helping her for her. She was doing some headshots for work, and she wanted me to style her and things like that. So I was helping her put together some pieces, some looks, and we were just talking about like fashion, and I guess we were just describing our sense of styles. And I really couldn't describe mine. And she was like, "Yours is more conservative," and I never even really realized that I do like tend to dress conservative until more people started telling me like not even trying to like toot my own horn or whatever, but I remember one of my coworkers was like, "You just give me classy, like the way you dress, everything is just like really classy." And I like I was living for a girl, but I love class. Money can't buy class, and so and I was just telling her too. I feel like that's what also makes me different is because like in this day and age, people aren't really classy anymore. And that's no shade. Like, everybody's young, wild, and free. And that's cool. I am too, but I like to present in a more like classy, elegant, sophisticated way. But see, I said all that. I done got off track. I'm supposed to be looking up the guy's name. I think it's Monsieur Coupe. Is that how I'm not a good I don't know. But I love his style. He's very like, classy, sophisticated, menswear, soft luxury type of, aesthetic. And so yeah, those will be just some of my fashion influences. Of course, Naomi Campbell, anything that she puts on. And of course, Nikki has set so many trends and just by how she presents herself into the media. So yeah, those are just some of my top inspirations. Next question. What's one of the biggest lessons you had to learn? That's a good question. One of the biggest lessons that I had to learn was that um life is going to happen. Like literally, you can prepare, you can try to avoid it as much as you want. Life is going to happen. And it's not what happens to you, it's definitely how you respond to those situations. Because I promise you, life, I did not imagine my life being the way that it is in the slightest. Just from not even having my mom to the other things that have gone awry in my life. But through that, I have had to learn that life is going to happen, and it's not necessarily the things that you plan for, but the things that you don't plan for, and how you react to it, which really shows, your character and how you're built and all of those things. One second, y'all. I'm cooking. And so I need to go make sure my PC isn't picked up. Okay, I'm back. Y'all, this kind of tea. Just look good. You see me pose. Any advice on how to grow your business? Honestly, I don't know. I'm still figuring it out myself. Just to be completely transparent with you, because it's like you. One, I would have to say you have to be good about your quality of work. Especially if like you're in entrepreneurship, of course, business is entrepreneurship. So, but yeah, like you have to be putting out good quality work. I would say that's for sure, and you have to be really good with your marketing. I've always been kind of good with marketing just from like previous jobs and stuff like that when I kind of worked in like the corporation sectors or whatever. But yeah, I had a brain fart. What I sound? Quality work, good marketing, and just staying consistent. Honestly, like I said, I don't really have all the answers, but the things that have worked for me and in building my clientele. Oh, and being authentic and being true. And just really providing value to your clients. Like I said, I'm still building my brand as I've been going on my full on entrepreneurship and just really working for myself. Um, it has been just me being me and me being authentic and sharing what I do know as it relates to my profession to my clients and just building that relationship. I would say as well is another tip to grow your business. Like you want to make sure that you have a good relationship with your clients and that they know that you care about them and things like that. And like I said, I don't have like thousands of clients, but the clients that I do have, they appreciate what I bring to them and they know that each time that they see me, like they know to expect good quality service, if that makes sense. So yes, why should people choose your business or your service or whatever that you're offering? Why should they choose you? Next question. In moments when grief is overbearing, what's your coping mechanism, if any? That's a good question. Honestly, people tell me like they feel like I haven't grieved or whatever since my mom passed, but I just feel like people grieve a different way. And hindsight, looking back at things now, I definitely um, one of my grief, I guess, like mechanisms at a certain period of my life was just going out and having fun. Honestly, like just to not worry about things. Because I'm not one to just really want to sit around and be in touch with my emotions. I'm kind of like the Ice King. I didn't know that to you. I was talking about this with my friend because it's like I want to be one of those people that's super emotional and can cry. I'm almost there. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I get super like emotional. I'm getting more like in tune with my emotions and I can, you know, have more empathy for people in situations. And I feel like at a point in time my heart was just so like locked or cold or whatever. It was just like I really didn't feel or I wasn't trying to feel like a lot of people say I was guarded and I can agree with that to a certain extent now. But at the time I didn't feel as though I was guarded, but when you have had to protect yourself for so long, of course, you will be guarded. And because it has become your norm, you're not even going to realize that you really are. You know what I'm saying? So my coping mechanisms will really just be for myself, it's just having fun, journaling for sure. I also went to therapy just to get, unbiased perspective and point of view. And I work out too. So just taking care of my body and things like that, eating well, those are things that help me feel better. It's just about myself and my self-esteem. And of course, fashion. Whenever you're feeling down, I think just go play dress up. Go shopping, do something, child. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully that answers the question. What made you get into hair? Oh, so what made me get into hair? I've always wanted to be in like the hair industry, hair field or whatever. Like my oldest aunt, she is a cosmetologist as well. I used to sweep up in her shop, for her on the weekends and stuff like that, make a little money here and there. Also, my one of my mom's good friends. who knew me when I was a baby. She became our barber later on in the years, and she just kind of watched us grow up. And I spent a lot of time in the barber shop, of course, you know. And so just being in that environment, you know, all the time, I guess kind of how I developed a little bit of like my personality, just always making sure that I look good and had a haircut was always up to par, things like that. And just being in that field and just seeing them, it just really was just something that always intrigued me. You know, just having regular people, everyday people come to you for a service and paying you for it, and y'all having, you know, good relationships and just really going through life with these people. It always interests me. And I remember for like, it was like sixth grade or fifth grade, something like that. We was having like a career day, and it was a group of cosmetologists there. And I remember I was like the only guy in the room because I was expecting it to be a barbering program, but she still offered some expertise just in the hair field, period. Because like it's all relatively the same. Fact of like, you know, the workflow and the providing a service for people, so to speak. And so it was just always something that was just in me that I always wanted to do. But I was always pushed to do like, you know, go to school. I was a straight A student for the most part. Graduated top 10% of my class with honors. You know, went to college for a little bit, made the dean's list, the president's list, all of this stuff. Like I was always a scholar, so school came easy to me. So, you know, I'm guessing in my mom's mind or whatever. Like, of course, you know, she wanted me to pursue college, and I did do that, but that didn't they ended my program for whatever reason. This is all in the midst of the pandemic and things like that. And so I never was able to finish because I had a full ride. But by that time I was going online and I was back here in Texas. I had my own place. Like I couldn't just leave and uproot. And so I was working for the nonprofit I used to work for, and so I was just really having issues there. Like I just wasn't feeling fulfilled. Like I thought I would, you know, considering like, you know, I was like 19 at the time, about to be 20, making salary. It wasn't a big salary, but for somebody without a degree or anything like that, like I was doing pretty well. I had my own place, had my own car. Like I was doing good for myself. But I was doing all of these things and you utilizing like my skill sets and just doing things that I always have been good at, and to be in like a, you know, more of a corporate environment, you know, at a cubicle, you're having team meetings and you're sitting with the directors and all of this stuff like this. I thought that would be fulfilling for me, and it really wasn't, honestly. Like I just got burned out over there really quickly too. And so I was in therapy at the time, and my therapist was like, "Well, have you ever considered a trade?" And I was like, "I mean, no, not really." Like when I started thinking about it, I'm like, when I think of a trade, I was thinking like plumber, mechanic. You know, I'm like, I'm not no handyman, I'm not no electrician. Like, what can I do as far as like my own making my own way with, you know, making money or whatever. And then it dawned on me, I was like, "Ah, cosmetology, like hair, like that's a trade." And so I just started looking up schools that would work with my work schedule at the time. And I found a school, enrolled, and the rest is history. Honestly, I would literally do my little 9 to 5 and then drive all the way to school after I got off work. Literally, it would be like 40-minute, 45-minute drive, sometimes almost an hour. But I would do it and I would, you know, just apply myself and stick with it. It was a long journey, don't get me wrong, but I stuck with it, and now I am a licensed cosmetologist, and I do. I love hair, so it was just always something that I wanted to do. And as I continue to stick with it and stick at it, I'm growing and I'm learning what I'm good at and what best suits me and what I enjoy, and just, you know, all of those things, because it's such a broad industry, and so many things you can do with a cosmetology license. But I'm just finding out what works best for me. And so, did I have one more question? What inspired you to make a podcast? Are we gonna get some of Messy Lynn too? So, of course, you're gonna get some of Messy Lynn because that's just me. I'm messy, and people would say I'm messy, and it's in a playful way because, like, I'm not a gossiper. Like, I don't make up stuff. I don't make up rumors and things like that. But I do love a little tea. Like, who doesn't? Like, who doesn't love the tea, child? And so, with just me, like, I love to talk about current events. I love to talk about what's going on, how you feel, what made you upset. I just love to talk. I am a conversationalist. And so, with the podcast, I would just be having these conversations with clients, back when I was assisting, and they were just like, I love your voice because I'm doing like the shampoos and things like that for them, and just to prep them for their hair service or whatever. And so just the time that I had with them at the shampoo bowl, because we were doing all the hard work really. So like, I was talking more so with them. I was just talking with them a lot. Let me just say that. And so just over time, you get to bond with certain clients and things like that. And one client honestly was just like, you have a really nice voice. Like, you should do like a podcast or something. And a lot of clients start telling me, like, you have a really nice voice. You have a really nice voice. Even one of my coworkers, like, you have a nice voice. Like, you should do a podcast. Like, literally, I'm telling you, everybody just started suggesting these things. And me, I'm one of the people who are not really going to do anything with it, honestly. But I was like, okay, people keep saying it. Like, let me just stop, sitting on things and just give things a try. And so that's what happened. I just started recording in my apartment, fall, winter of 2023. And then the rest is history. So, yes. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed this video and y'all got to know me a little bit better. And let me know what else you guys want to see from me and what type of content and things that you would like to see. I'm really trying to be better and trying to be more consistent with putting these things out, these videos out. But I really don't know what to do or what to record. But I just want to keep putting out good content for y'all. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.